In this video we are going to talk about the best monthly dividend stocks for income. So before starting, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for future updates. Let's start. Number 10. Cross Timbers Royalty Trust, NYSE, CRT. The Cross Timbers Royalty Trust, NYSE, CRT, is a Dallas-based express trust that invests in net profit interests. The net profits interests are made from producing royalty and overriding royalty interest properties in Texas, Oklahoma, and New Mexico, and 11.11% non-participating royalty interests in non-producing properties located primarily in Texas and Oklahoma. The trust's market capitalization exceeds $53 million. The trust, which was established in 1991, had a revenue of more than $5 million more than a year ago. It pays an annual dividend of more than 45 cents per share, and has a dividend yield of more than 5%. The company's next dividend payment to stockholders is due later this week. On our list of the 10 top monthly dividend stocks for 2021, Cross Timbers Royalty Trust is ranked 10th. Number 9. Prospect Capital Corporation, NASDAQ, PSEC. Prospect Capital Corporation, NASDAQ, PSEC, is a New York-based financial services firm that invests in middle-market firms to create both current income and long-term capital appreciation. It has a market capitalization of more than $3 billion and revenue of more than $620 million in June 2020. It pays out all of its earnings as dividends, and has a dividend yield of 9%. It pays a 72-cent annual dividend per share. On our list of the best monthly dividend stocks for 2021, Prospect Capital is ranked 9th. 8 hedge funds out of 887 in the Insider Monkey database had holdings in General Electric at the end of the fourth quarter of 2020, up from 7 out of 817 in Q3 2020. In Q4 2020, the total value of these hedge funds' stock holdings was over $18 million, up from $13 million the previous quarter. Number 8. Pembina Pipeline Corporation, NYSE, PBA. Pembina Pipeline Corporation, NYSE, PBA, is a transportation and service company based in Calgary. The company owns pipelines that transport Canadian hydrocarbons and natural gas products. It has a market capitalization of over $16 billion and revenue of over $4.7 billion in December 2020. It pays a 6.81% dividend yield. The company's dividend yield is increasing at a rate of more than 5% every year. On our list of the best monthly dividend stocks to buy in 2021, Pembina Pipeline Co. is ranked 8th. 13 hedge funds out of 887 in the Insider Monkey database had holdings in General Electric at the end of the fourth quarter of 2020, up from 12 out of 817 in Q3 2020. In Q4 2020, the total value of these hedge funds' stock holdings was over $61 million, up from $56 million the previous quarter. Holocene Advisors had the most shares, totaling 994,569, valued at almost $23 million. With 886,686 shares worth about $20 million, Millennium Management came in second. Number 7. Agree Realty Corporation, NYSE, ADC. Agree Realty Corporation, NYSE, ADC, is a Michigan-based real estate investment trust that specializes in retail property ownership, development, and management. It has a market capitalization of over $4.3 billion and revenue of over $248 million in December 2020. It offers a 3.67% dividend yield, and is increasing its payout at a pace of 5.9% per year. The payout ratio of the company is 80.5%. On our list of the best monthly dividend stocks to purchase in 2021, it ranked 8th. 16 hedge funds out of 887 in the Insider Monkey database have interests in General Electric at the end of the fourth quarter of 2020, the same as in Q3 2020. In Q4 2020, the total value of these hedge funds' stock holdings was over $240 million, down from $250 million the previous quarter. The company with the most shares, 1,552,091, valued more than $103 million, was Zimmer Partners. Citadel Investment Group came in second place with 656,321 shares valued at over $44 million. Number 6. Dynex Capital Incorporated, NYSE, DX. Dynex Capital Incorporated, NYSE, DX, is a real estate investment trust based in Virginia that invests in leveraged residential and commercial mortgage securities. The company's goal is to generate risk-adjusted returns to investors. It has a market capitalization of more than $580 million and revenue of more than $190 million in December 2020. The company's average dividend yield over the last 4 years has been 11.66%. Over the last 5 years, it has had double-digit yields for many months. Dynex Capital is the 6th best monthly dividend company to purchase in 2021, according to our list of 10 best monthly dividend stocks to buy. Number 5. Gladstone Investment Corporation, NASDAQ, GAIN. Gladstone Investment Corporation, NASDAQ, GAIN, is a closed-end managed investment firm situated in Virginia. It makes money by investing in established companies' debt securities in order to generate consistent earnings and cash flow to cover expenses, interest payments on outstanding debt, and stockholder payouts. It has a market capitalization of about $445 million and revenue of over $61 million in March 2020. The company pays out a 6.25% dividend yield. It has an average dividend yield of 8.47% over the last 4 years. 5 hedge funds out of 887 in the Insider Monkey database have positions in General Electric at the end of the fourth quarter of 2020, up from 3 out of 817 in Q3 2020. In Q4 2020, the total value of these hedge funds' stock holdings was over $2.5 million, up from $1.9 million the previous quarter. Two Sigma advisors own the most shares, 134,442, valued at over $1.3 million. Number 4. LTC Properties Incorporated, NYSE, LTC. LTC Buildings Incorporated, NYSE, LTC, is a healthcare real estate investment trust established in California that purchases senior housing and healthcare properties through sale-leaseback transactions, mortgage financing, and structured finance solutions. It has a market capitalization of over $1 billion and sales of over $157 million in December 2020. It pays a 5.27% dividend yield. For the previous 8 years, the company's monthly dividend yield has been above 4%. LTC Properties is the 4th best monthly dividend stock to purchase in 2021, according to our list of 10 best monthly dividend stocks to buy. 8 hedge funds out of 887 in the Insider Monkey database had holdings in General Electric at the end of the fourth quarter of 2020, down from 9 out of 817 in Q3 2020. In Q4 2020, the total value of these hedge funds' stock holdings was approximately $6.1 million, down from $10.1 million the previous quarter. Two Sigma advisors own the most shares, 50,715, worth more than $1.9 million, in the company. Citadel Investment Group came in second place with 31,000 shares valued at about $1.1 million. Number 3. Shaw Communications Incorporated, NYSE, SJR. Shaw Communications Incorporated, NYSE, SJR, is a communications company based in Calgary that offers voice, data, broadband, video, and other home services such as telephone access. It has a market capitalization of more than $13 billion and revenue of more than $4 billion in August 2020. The company pays a 3.5% dividend yield, but has a negative 3-year dividend growth rate. For most of the last 5 years, the monthly dividend yield has stayed above 4%. Shaw Communications is ranked 3rd among the top 10 monthly dividend stocks for 2021 on our list. 19 hedge funds out of 887 in the Insider Monkey database had holdings in General Electric at the end of the fourth quarter of 2020, up from 13 out of 817 in Q3 2020. In Q4 2020, the total value of these hedge funds' stock holdings was over $143 million, up from $111 million the previous quarter. The company with the most shares, 3,593,425, valued more than $63 million, was Renaissance Technologies. Number 2. Realty Income Corporation, NYSE, O. Realty Income Corporation, NYSE, O, is a real estate investment trust established in California. Its activities include house purchase, portfolio management, asset management, credit research, real estate research, legal, finance, and accounting. It has a market capitalization of more than $24 billion and sales of more than $1.6 billion in December 2020. With a yield of 4.29%, it is a top-rated monthly dividend stock. The trust's 3-year dividend growth rate is an outstanding 10.41%. It has an 83.56% payout ratio. On our selection of the 10 greatest monthly dividend stocks for 2021, Realty Income is ranked second. General Electric was held by 24 hedge funds out of 887 in the Insider Monkey database at the end of the fourth quarter of 2020, the same as in Q3 2020. In Q4 2020, the total value of these hedge funds' stock holdings was approximately $238 million, down from $290 million the previous quarter. Number 1. Stag Industrial Incorporated, NYSE, Stag. Stag Industrial Incorporated, NYSE, Stag, is a real estate investment trust based in Boston. The trust has a market capitalization of more than $5.6 billion and revenue of more than $480 million in 2021. Stag has increased its dividend for 7 years in a row. Its current dividend yield is 4.1%, with a 3-year growth rate of 2.49%. For the previous 10 years, the company's dividend yield has maintained above 4%. Stag is ranked first among the 10 greatest monthly dividend stocks for 2021 on our list. 25 hedge funds out of 887 in the Insider Monkey database had holdings in General Electric at the end of the fourth quarter of 2020, up from 19 out of 817 in Q3 2020. In Q4 2020, the total value of these hedge funds' stock holdings was over $218 million, up from $77 million the previous quarter. What do you think about our video? Let us know in the comment box below. Please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. Thank you.